In 2002, game developer Monster Games, known for games such as NASCAR Heat and NASCAR Heat 2002, released a brand new racing game to their already highly successful roster of racing games. Although still very small at the time, having been founded in November of 1996, they'd already made a name for themselves in the racing game scene. However, this next title would put a still budding, still relatively small, new gaming studio in the sunlight and help them grow even bigger than they already were. The game I'm referring to is still touted as one of the greatest NASCAR games of all time, and still keeps players coming back even after over 20 years after its initial release. That game I'm talking about, of course, is Dirt to Daytona. Featuring 4 different NASCAR racing series, the Dodge Weekly Racing Series, the Featherlight Modified Tour, Craftsman Truck Series, and Winston Cup Series, D2D was a refreshing entrant in the NASCAR racing series of games. You started at the very bottom, racing dirt street stocks, making a name for yourself, and moving up in the different series all the way to the top, laying down 200-mile-an-hour lap times with the greats. And today, I'm going to start my very first playthrough of it. We're going to start our journey at the bottom, pay our dues, and cut our teeth on the dirt, just like every other young driver who came before me. That and the Twitter poll wanted to see me do it. Unanimously. So without further ado, let's begin our career journey. Axel, take it away, buddy. Actually, hold on just a second, Axel from the past. Hello, post-production Axel here. Just wanted to let you guys know, yes, I am very much unfortunately aware that the audio balancing in this video is quite horrible. And I will fix it for the next time. Because the game audio in this is very loud. A lot louder than I thought it would be. And my microphone was very quiet for some reason. So I'm sorry. You're just going to have to deal with it for this one. But come the next episode, we'll be chilling. We'll be chilling. I promise. All right, back to it. Thank you. All right. You. Oh God, I'm not. Oh right. This game was made back when you needed to use the joysticks. Throttle brake. Okay, now that we're in the game and in a race event, let me break down how these events work in the weekly series for you guys. There are 6 total events that take place. They are practice, qualifying, Heat 1, Heat 2, B main, and A main. Practice is obviously just that. It's a practice session. You're allowed to run as many laps around the track as you want and figure out where the fastest racing lines are, things like that, prepping for your qualifying run. Now how that works is that each driver gets to hit the dirt on their own and is given 2 laps to lay down their fastest lap possible. The driver with the fastest of the group will take first position, also called pole position. The second fastest driver takes second position, and so on and so forth. Normally, this would set your final grid for race day. However, things are a little different in this series as it includes the heat races and the main races. Now how this is determined is driver number 1 takes heat 1, driver number 2 takes heat 2, and it alternates going down the order until all drivers are assigned a heat. Now, stay with me here, because this is probably going to get a little confusing. So I'm going to do my best to explain it to you guys. Trust me, it was really confusing for me to figure this part out too. Each heat has 10 drivers. The top 5 drivers in each heat automatically qualify for the A main. However, the bottom 5 in each heat proceed to the B main as a last-ditch effort to make it to the A main. Now, the top 3 winners in the B main move on to the A main, and this is where you get your final grid for the A main or feature race. This is usually consisting of about 13 drivers. And now this is in short an idea of how these events work, at least in the game. Things have changed wildly since then IRL, but for now, let's jump ahead to qualifying and see where I place. That's the best time I put down on the track, but God, that's gonna put me in last fucking place. Holy shit, I'm 9th. I qualified 9th. So that puts us in what? What are we in? Heat 1 then? Yeah. Holy shit. Now, as you can see here, I qualified P9, putting me in Heat 1. Now all I have to do is finish 5th place or higher, and I go straight to the A final. Let's see how that worked out. Yeah, 1 position short. So, because I placed in the bottom 5, I will now have to fight for my right to race in the A final. Let's see how this one got along.
Last lap.
We take our victories where we can around here, you know. Be it if they're in the losers bracket or in the superstar bracket, I don't really care. We take wins out here for real, for real. Let's go.
Nice work, kid.
And there you have it. We won the B final and secured our spot in the A final. At this point, I was just really happy to have made it to the feature race. You know, it being our first of the season. That in of itself is a pretty good day of racing. Now, if I could win the feature race, I'd be astounded beyond belief. But we'll see. As I stated earlier, it's now the top 13 drivers out of 20 competing for the top step on the podium and a pretty good payday. The field is stacked, the competition is rough, and the adrenaline is high. Let's see who crosses the finish line first. I didn't even know. Oh, we're
Get set.
At this point, we have 5 to go, and I'm in a whopping P9. But we're in the top 10 in our feature race. With traffic hot on our tail, we've been lapped, but I don't care. I'm going to finish top 10 if it's the last thing I do. Now join me, y'all. Finish this race with me as we go these last few laps. Let's end the first step of this new journey together. I'll see you guys when we cross the finish line.
2 to go.
Something ain't right. Saying 2 to go. We got 3 to go. Well, that might be just the leaders. Yeah.
Last lap.
That's fine. Because the leader's on the final lap. We did it, gamers. We finished top 10 in our debut race in the NASCAR Weekly Series. I think it's needless to say, I'm pretty proud. Having made a comeback like this feels really, really good. We qualified in Heat 1, then came up 1 position short. Then after that, we won the B final, and then to top it all off, we finished top 10 in the A final. Now, I know some are going to see this and tell me I'm shooting pretty low. I should be shooting for podiums. You know what? Just let them. Because ain't nobody got good in anything overnight. It takes practice, effort, and heart to be good at anything. One of my favorite quotes of all time is one by former First Lady Eleanor Roosevelt. She once said, "Believe you can, and you're halfway there." I was finishing this race where I did. I believed that I could. All I had to do then was put my nose to the grindstone and get her done. And now, I have my first top 10 finish to show for it. And y'all were here with me to see it happen too. So we did this together. And for that, thank you. And that's going to be it for this one, guys. Huge, huge, huge thank you for sitting down and watching through this video. I know it's not too long, but it's getting to be that point where it's like, okay, it's a little long, but I really appreciate it. It's the first time I've done a video project like this before. It has tested my editing skills. It has made me look up research on how to do certain things in DaVinci Resolve. And it's been a complete wonderful journey this entire time. I'm very happy to have this video finally out and for you guys to watch. And it's only episode 1. I can't say for certain if the rest of the videos in this series are going to be to this one's level of production quality, in that, you know, all the little edits and all this, that, and the other. Because at its core, we're playing a racing game. We want to get through the career mode, but I will continue to put out good quality videos for you guys, even if they're not to this sort of cinematic standard that I've kind of created right here. So that's going to be it from me, guys. I love every single one of you. I hope everybody has a wonderful day, evening, morning, wherever you are on this big blue rock floating in space soup. And as always, guys, I'll see you when we cross the finish line.